If you enjoyed yesterday's Carolina People, then you need to stay just a little bit longer. Maurice Williams, Part 2, coming up next. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Waccamaw Community Foundation on South 17 Business in Murrells Inlet. We're focused on Part 2 of that living legend, Maurice Williams. Good morning, Maurice.
Good morning, Greg.
Thank you again for coming back in.
My pleasure.
What a great way to get ready for Christmas.
Fantastic.
On Tuesday.
Yes.
Have you in here, and of course having you down in your home state.
Yeah, my home state.
It's
Love
particularly
it.
nice. I guess you probably cross the border every once in a while into
definitely.
from Mecklenburg over into now Lancaster's up in that part of the state. I mean,
It is.
right.
It's about 40 miles from Charlotte.
Yeah.
South of Charlotte.
Easy to go see your sister and nieces
Yeah, it
and
is.
nephews down there.
Yeah, it is indeed.
You shared with us that yesterday. For folks who missed it yesterday, they missed a treat. B, they need to go online and watch the interview because it was just that special. But the opportunity to get you in, we had a guest in yesterday's show who said she really wanted to know about the guys you're performing with these days. The Zodiacs.
The Zodiacs?
Yeah.
They're great. They're great. I have a guy that everybody loves the high part, the guy that sings the high part on stage.
On stage.
Freddie Mangum.
Right.
He's out of Durham, North Carolina.
Is that right? Yeah.
Fred sings that high part, and then we have my first cousin Leanna Blackman sings with us.
Right.
He's out of Lancaster. And a guy named Melvin Smith, everybody call him Little Pee-wee.
He
sings with us, yeah, and then I have the drums, bass, guitar, lead guitar, keyboards, and a saxophone player.
So
the backup band.
Yeah. It's always been.
Always been. It's been larger before, but this is the group we have now.
That's tremendous.
And one fax.
Of course, as we talked about yesterday, folks can go into stores right now, into Walmart in particular, into Best Buy, and pick up your big Christmas CD. Of course,
CD and the DVD.
And the DVD. Excuse me, I keep saying CD. But
well,
DVD's
you're like
a big
me.
piece.
Yeah, they're both of them are there.
Right. Absolutely. A lot of folks can catch you on TV now, not just on Fox here this morning, but on educational television in South Carolina, on UNC TV in North Carolina.
Right, on the Doo-Wop.
The Doo-Wop show.
Doo-Wop series.
What was that like putting that together? Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. It was like a big homecoming.
Really?
Yeah, to be with all the groups that we came up together and we performed at all the venues like the Apollo and different places around the country.
Right.
And then we come all back together, originating in Pittsburgh.
Is that right?
And the amazing thing and the great thing was that all the guys, everybody's singing, they sound so good today. Sound just like they sounded yesterday or better. You know, and somebody say, well, y'all ain't singing for real, you're pantomime. No, we actually singing. Actually singing. And the guys say, well, you're so old. But see, what people fail to realize, Greg, the voice gets better.
Is it like wine?
Yeah, as you use it.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Well, you drink the wine up.
Right. That
but
you do. I was thinking as you got older, but
as you get older, your voice, as you get older, and you use it, but you have to continuously use it.
Right.
To sing. Well, for an example, look at Ray Charles.
Yeah.
When he passed away, he sounded just as good or better as he sounded in the beginning of his career.
That's a great point. Yes.
And look at your opera singers.
Right.
They're older guys, but they use their voices. It's really interesting.
Pavarotti, before he died,
of course,
really using it right up to the last. Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Are there things you do to? And I'm sure a lot of people want to know that about singers. Things you do to massage your
not rock and roll.
Things to,
Not for rock and roll. It's a soul thing.
Right.
The more you just let it go as it is.
Right.
Don't kill yourself. But you don't have to do like an opera singer, because we're not singing opera. The stuff that we sing is emotional and original. The more we do originality, leave it like it is and just let it come forth.
Right.
Soulful stuff. You know, that's what it's all about.
How about when you're out, Maurice, and folks want to hear a song? Is there anything that's most requested?
Stay.
Stay. Is that right?
Of
Even
course.
over Little Darling? Little Darling?
Stay.
Yeah.
Stay.
Yeah.
It is stay.
Yeah. Now, is that because it has been popularized so much by folks like Jackson Browne, by
Yes.
the tons of folks?
Yeah, it wasn't a Temptation movie.
Right. Yes.
The
yes.
girls singing. Yeah, that, and then, you know,
Who are some of the other folks that have performed that song?
Jackson Browne, of course. We talked about him, and Andrew Gold.
Right.
The
yeah.
Hollywood Strings did it.
Wow.
Dave Clark 5 did it.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And it's another group out of Europe did it. And then all the movies.
Oh yeah.
And the
Dirty
commercials.
Dancing was
Dirty Dancing was the one.
It's celebrating 20 years now, or next year, or right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it's on its way to Broadway, by the way.
Wow.
I forgot to put that down. Dirty Dancing is going to Broadway.
Right.
It's in Canada now. And guess what? They got in there. They lead off with Little Darling.
Is that right?
Yeah, and Little Darling wasn't on the original.
They lead off with Little Darling.
They lead off.
Is that right? Well, of course they perform Stay in there.
Stay is in
Yeah, yeah.
But the movie didn't have Little Darling.
That is tremendous.
But Little Darling is in the play itself. This is being performed in Canada, and they're headed to Broadway.
Wow.
And Little Darling is in there.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
You
they
think
lead off.
about Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey,
Yeah,
those folks
man.
helping to memorialize that song
Yes.
to such a great level. But Jackson Browne, and I think, am I correct, you all actually performed that together?
Yeah, we did it in Florida,
Is
in
that-
Miami, at the arena, with the name of it. But it was Joe Welch, Jackson Browne,
Right,
and Joe Welch, and a couple more guys.
right.
We jammed it. I was on the piano. Jackson's on the guitar, because Joe was on the guitar. And we jammed 15 minutes, and nobody had a tape.
No.
No tape recorder
come
was
on.
going.
No.
So we didn't get a copy of it. Can you imagine the records that would have sold again?
Oh, yeah.
15 minutes of a song that originally we did a minute and 37 seconds long, and we jammed that for 15 minutes?
Oh, come on.
Yes, we did.
A 1.5-minute song. You guys performed it in 15 minutes. There
We
wasn't
did it for
a tape
15
recorder
minutes.
around.
Tape recorder going no.
Oh, my God. That's right.
Everybody was like, "Is anybody got a tape on? Got a tape on?" And then no tape nowhere. It wasn't
That
on.
is hilarious.
It happened. It was amazing.
Yeah.
First thing Jackson asked me when I met him, he says, first thing he said, before he said hello, and then the guy said, "This is Maurice Williams," he said, "Man, I didn't mess your song up, did I?" Now, we done the song that's number 10 on the charts, with a bullet going all the way up the charts.
Right, yeah.
And he talking like, "I didn't mess your song up." Mess it up some more if that's what it takes.
Please, try it again.
Keep messing it up, man. It's going to sell that way.
Wow. Maurice.
We're happy.
You shared yesterday, and I'm so glad you did that, name Ernie Young, and that highlights the power of Stay, because it enabled you to maintain control of your music, particularly stuff you were writing as far back as when you were a mid-teenager.
Right.
And of course, a lot of folks now want to know, what do I need to do to, if I want to be a musical artist for the rest of my life, what do I need to do to position myself for that?
What one needs to do, special, our young folk, is to believe in themselves and not drugs.
No drugs.
No drugs, please. That don't do nothing. Yourself. Believe in yourself, your family, and God. Well, hopefully you do anyway, in God. But believe in yourself and don't give up. Follow that dream. If somebody out there say it ain't gonna work, you got to follow your dream.
Right.
You got to have a dream. Follow that dream. Don't give up. Keep going, and it happens. But you got to really want to do this thing.
Right.
You got to really want it. As you know, show business is like 80-90% of it is wanting to be and believing that I can be.
Right.
And the rest is easy. You got to really, and loving it. And that's advice I give.
Right.
And keeping yourself clean and don't do the drug thing, and just stay clean, no drugs. Alcohol, none of that jazz.
Right.
Just believe in yourself and keep your dream alive.
You did have a lot of folks early on saying, Maurice, don't work so hard, relax, take it easy.
Well, at one point.
Right.
That's after I got it going.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But in the beginning, everybody said, do it, do your thing.
Make it happen. You obviously had a very supportive family.
I did.
All the guys around you, the folks in the band, you highlighted yesterday that excitement of the fraternity brothers there.
Yeah.
Seeing you perform at Lancaster, then opening up that door for you to perform at a lot of fraternities.
Man,
I think you shared off camera that those guys actually later had a tie-in to, was it Stay?
Stay. They produced Stay. Guys
For the
from
first
University,
time?
Yeah, University of South Carolina. They produced Stay. Phil Garnard, John McCullough. They produced Stay while they were going to the University of South Carolina.
Now, Maurice, I obviously I don't know those guys, but you wrote the song, you performed it. Those guys are living their entire life saying, I produced Stay.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. I mean, the excitement for them.
Sure.
Thinking about that, and of course, it is exciting.
Yeah.
And for Ernie Young to say, I had a piece of Little Darling.
Little Darling, right.
I made that happen. I helped get Maurice going, and whether he's around or not, I'm sure
he passed away.
His family
did
and
the
others
Little
would
Darling
say,
thing.
absolutely. Yeah.
Family, right.
Yeah. How about folks that you follow these days, musicians that you really think about, you like the way they play, you like things they do?
You mean today?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, the guys like, I'm still crazy about Johnny Mathis.
Really?
But most of the guys that have inspired me back in the day, we're now friends. I know them or whatever, at my age now. And we're friends now, and I know most of them.
Right.
And a lot of them passed away.
Oh, yeah.
But it's so deep in me that they left it with me. It's still in here, and I'm trying to carry it on, man.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever performed with Johnny Mathis?
Yes.
Oh, wow. What was that like, him being one of the folks you really follow and love?
Scary.
My mother is a huge Johnny Mathis fan, and I saw him perform at the Palace Theater. He was unbelievable.
He's unbelievable.
Right.
He's such a nice, humble, thankful guy.
Right.
We performed together at the Brooklyn Paramount in New York City. He came in from Miami.
Yeah.
And it was Johnny Mathis Day.
Johnny Mathis Day.
Yeah, because he was special guest.
Yeah.
And we talked, this is a rock and roll show with the Isley Brothers, Zodiacs, Shirelles, Five Keys, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And he come in special day for Johnny Mathis. So we opened the show.
Right.
With him as special guest, we had to follow him.
Following Johnny Mathis.
I agree.
He's the session.
I'm there shaking in my boots, literally.
Yeah.
Shaking in my boots. I got to go on after this man.
Yeah.
The man that I done dreamed about, I love him to death.
Yeah.
I got to follow him.
Right.
But thank goodness and thank God for Murray the K. And the MC, Murray the K. When Johnny, dig this, when Johnny Mathis went on, he couldn't speak for 5-10 minutes because they wouldn't stop applauding.
Oh, yeah.
The kids went, wow.
All ages.
All ages. Went wow. So when he sang, then when he finished, Murray K came on and said, listen, we're going to change the pace. So he talked to everybody, got the audience, put back into the rock and roll doo-wop gear. Then he brought us on.
Right.
And then they went crazy again.
Oh,
so we were happy then.
Oh, yeah.
So, but thanks for Murray K. He did that.
Absolutely. That's right.
That was something else.